man of culture, widely known in town. Rubbing shoulders with the best, standing up to any test. My opinions carry weight when handed down. Because the simple fools don't know I've got them for on the radio. If you can't remember the past of Proust, Art's Breakfast, Art's Breakfast, or what was the show Harold Prince produced? Art's Breakfast, or which one is the gallery? Who composed to fatigue to I love Ernest Hemingway, what about the Chekhov play Mahler's Seventh Symphony?
Hello and welcome to a very special Arts Breakfast coming to you from the mid-north of South Australia in Blyth in the Clare Valley, and more precisely in the beautiful Medica Gallery.
Blyth is in the mid-north of South Australia, gateway to the Clare Valley, and it has some very special claims to distinction. With me this morning, helping me to bring you this Arts Breakfast, is my special co-host, Radio Adelaide's manager, Deb Welsh.
Thank you, Kath, and it takes two.
It does take two.
It takes two to bring a show from Blyth. In fact, it takes more. There's quite a group of us up here. We're in a beautiful old church. It's an old Lutheran church. What was its original name, Kath? Can you remember that?
Yep, that's the St. Petri Kirche.
Very well done.
1886.
And just across the road from us is another beautiful old stone building. I don't know what its original incarnation was, but now it's a very special little cinema, the Blyth Cinema. It's a state-of-the-art. We've seen some films in there. Mm-hmm. In a very small little town. It's amazing. There's this little perfectly formed cinema that is hosting something very special today and has been for the last few days. It's the Clare Valley Film Festival, and I've been calling it the Clare Valley International Film Festival because that's in fact what it is. It's a festival of short films from around the world. We're going to find out shortly just how many films were entered and how many you'll be able to see today if you want to come up. But we believe there's still, they've put on some extra sessions, so we'll find out about that in a moment. So if you're sitting around at home thinking, it's Saturday, what'll I do? What do you reckon, Kath?
I think you should get into the car, or if you don't have a car, get somebody to drive you up here to Blyth, straight along the main North Road, because you'll be able to get in and see the sessions that are running all day, almost without a break, and it'll be quite an experience.
And here's a taste of one.
We've got to think. We just got to think. Think. We can't leave it there. We've got to think. Think.
You thinking or you just saying it?
Just saying it. What do you mean?
We were doing it, right? And she wanted me to choke her, and I did, and now she's dead.
What, dead or not breathing?
Both. Shh. I don't know. Both. I don't know.
Okay, a little bit spooky. That's a short taste of the film called Early Checkout. It's an Australian comedy directed by Jim Lounsbury, and it's showing today in competition at 5 p.m. at the Clare Valley Film Festival, which, although it's in the Clare Valley, it's at Blyth.
It is at Blyth, which is the gateway to the Clare Valley.
And I've only been here twice in my life, but just a little bit to the west of Blyth, about 15 k's, I think, to the west of Clare.
Mm-hmm.
Of Clare.
That's right. So there you go, folks. Arts Breakfast today from the Medica Gallery in Blyth in the Clare Valley, and it's to bring you a taste of the Clare Valley Film Festival, the inaugural Clare Valley Film Festival, to introduce you to some of the arts around the town, some of the artists from around the Clare Valley, and some of the people involved in the inaugural Clare Valley Film Festival. Our first guest is one of the festival directors and an actor in one of the films, Seeta Indrani. Good morning, Seeta.
Good morning, Kath.
You're looking very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Thank goodness it's radio.
What are your duties this morning? What are the things that you have to do, or can you sit back now?
Oh, goodness, no. Well, as somebody said last night, I'm going to do a lot of press in the flesh. But I suppose Chris should have been here with us for this interview, but he has to test the DVDs that he's been burning virtually continuously for the last 3 days. It's all very technical. Obviously, we had all the DVDs, but you have to then put them into another format and stuff for the actual screening. So he's doing all the technical stuff. I suppose I have to just do all the support. We're going to be introducing each of the screenings, and as you said, we've had to add 2 extras already because 2 of them are sold out. I don't know. It's going to be a full-on day.
Chris, whom you mentioned, is Chris Bishop, your partner and co-director of Mash Mosh Films.
That's right.
Take us way back along the road to the germ of this idea.
The germ of the idea actually is Chris's story. He does website work for various wineries in the region, and somebody at Grosset's mentioned that this cinema existed and that they really ought to Ian Roberts and Chris ought to get together. And that was the germ. He said, oh, there's this cinema in Blythe, and we looked at it on Google, which is extraordinary. You just go, right, there's some buildings, and just zoom out, and there's like nothing.
That's it. That's all there is.
And we said, hey, let's just put it, because we have, a slate of films already, Mash Mosh, our production company. We said, well, let's put our films on and call it a film festival, and maybe have some of our mates, just to be fun. And then it grew from there. We said, okay, well, maybe we should do this properly. Maybe you should really. And Chris is very passionate about the whole educational strand of this festival. We had a workshop, a workshop on Wednesday, and we had a 24-hour film challenge Thursday to Friday, the first screening of which is at 10 o'clock. It's of those challenge films. He said, let's, really bring the international to Blythe. So we have had a competition. We've had entries from 20 countries around the world, 142 entries, which it sounds very small, and it is. But when you think about the fact that this festival didn't exist until I think it was July last year, we started the entries. We put it up on the web, and there are hundreds of festivals out there for people to submit to, and they found our little festival, and we have fantastic films, really fantastic films. One of the films, the Spanish one, the attack from Nebula 5, has won 42 awards around the world, including a special mention at Sundance, which is huge. And that's just one of them. Really great films. So get out of bed and get in your car and drive here. But actually, if you're going to do that, call ahead, because the screenings are filling up.
You want to be sure that you get in.
We'll give you those details in a bit.